அனைவருக்கும் எனது இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Honorable Justice Thiru Mahadevan, who kindly agreed to release this book, Padmabhushan N. Gopalasamy sir, who guided me in Election Commission for many years. Thanks to him, I have seen almost all the parts, almost except maybe 15 to 20 districts of this country, I have traveled, and then it actually enhanced my understanding of this country. Thanks are due to him, and he has been part of many of my journeys and writing, and there is no function I conduct without him. And Mr. Tony Joseph, I never expected that he would, in the first invite, such a celebrity author would agree. And we thought about who would be involved. He agreed to come. I am thankful to him. I would like to welcome you, sir. Subrat Bachi sir, he calls me Bala sir, and I told him that I work very hard and to earn half page of note in his book, and that would be my takeaway from my. That's what we respect him that much. He's a celebrated author, and his presence makes the government of Orissa in a new dimension. And thank you very much, sir, for being with me. And Professor Rajan, actually one of the most important archaeologists, and we wanted this book to be basically analyzed and discussed by the professional people, and Professor Rajan and P.G. Cherian, and I met him few months back and discussed about this book and about his archaeological work. He agreed to write a foreword, and Uday Chandran, I would rather follow his bilingualism. I will switch over between Tamil and English and talk about that. Thank you very much, Uday Chandran. And Sundar, I don't know, how do I define the role played by Sundar and the team of Journey of Civilization? He is the curator of this book. And everybody, I don't know how they held their breath and was working for this book. Everybody associated with this book fell ill the day the book went to the press. I don't know how they were not feeling ill till that particular time. Thank you very much, Sundar. And then many of my people who are connected with my life are here, very dear to me, like my family, the scholars, and everyone here, and Sujata Balakrishnan. "35 years back, I left Tamil Nadu, taking 2 volumes of Sangam text, Sanga Ilakkiyam Togudi 1, Togudi 2, in my hands. I did not even know why I took those books with me while going to join the Civil Services Academy in Mussoorie. Now I have come back with an English book, Journey of a Civilization, Indus to Vaigai, after 35 years. I grew up on the banks of river Vaigai, and my own journey through Mahanadi and Baitarani has brought me back to Vaigai, of course, via Indus. In a way, it's a journey from Vaigai to Vaigai. In 1988, in Koraput district of Odisha, the tribal heartland, I got down from my jeep on seeing a milestone reading Tamili. I was attracted naturally and walked into that village. That was the starting point of my indulgence with Indology. It's not going away from me. My journey is still continuing. This book is not the result of a structured research, chasing a deadline or an objective or a doctoral degree. To be honest, it happened. One finding leading to many questions. Through this journey, I found many of the notions I previously held to be an article of faith crumbling before my own eyes under the weight of fresh evidences. But luckily, those new leads did not threaten me, did not deter me, but ignited more and more passion for my studies in me. Over a period of time, my studies become a parallel existence, and wherever I travel, and it travels with me. This book is my own understanding of this subject. This may undergo change if fresh evidences emerge. There is nothing called eternal truth when it comes to the understanding of prehistory and history. history is to a greater, larger extent, is a narrative. Yet history is not only essential, but inescapable as well. And to understand some of our, in the course of our present and the future, understanding our past becomes an essential tool. Journey of a civilization is a sincere attempt in that direction. Views and reviews are most welcome. சிந்துவெளி விட்ட இடமும் சங்க இலக்கியம் தொட்ட இடமும் என்று தமிழ்நாட்டு மேடைகளில் நான் தொடர்ந்து பேசி வருகிறேன். இது இரண்டும் ஒன்றே என்பது எனது வாதமாக இருந்திருக்கிறது. தி பாயிண்ட் ஃபார் தி பெனிஃபிட் ஆஃப் Tony Joseph and others, I need to switch over from Tamil to English. The point at which IVC faded from the central stage and the point at which the Sangam corpus took off with its carried forward memories and recalled past are one and the same. The twin riddles of Indology, namely the Indus riddle and the Tamil puzzle, are not only interconnected but indeed two sides of the same coin. இந்தியவியலின் இரு பெரும் புதிர்களான சிந்துவெளி புதிரும் தமிழ் தொன்ம புதிரும் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று தொடர்புடையவை மட்டுமல்ல, அவை இரண்டும் ஒரே நாணயத்தின் இரண்டு பக்கங்கள். The geography and timeline of the Sangam Tamil polity and geography and timeline of the Sangam texts are not strictly coterminous. Sangam texts deal with the geography much deeper into the northwest and north of the known Tamil boundaries and the timeline much earlier to the period of the compilation of the Sangam text. In that sense, Sangam texts have a subcontinental character. If Indus civilization archaeologically represents the first urban climax and the first maritime enterprise, the Sangam Tamil text and the tradition preceding that represent the corpus of Indian subcontinent that celebrates urban life, cosmopolitanism, Yadum Ure Yavarum Kelir, glorifies the maritime trade and celebrates the agro-pastoral foundations and landscape-specific pattern of life. திணை கோட்பாடுகள். The spatial and temporal gap between IVC and Keeladi cannot deter or discourage the probe for Indus truth. Sangam literature should be translated in all major languages of India and the world under proper supervision. Today I am standing before you and I cannot help recalling one of the important visitor to Chennai in 1935. His name is K.N. Dixit. At that time he was the Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India. He came to Madras University and he made a speech. And what he observed, I am going to read out for you. Please bear with me for a little more time. But what I am requesting the scholars and archaeologists is that at what he said should be taken to the logical end. I read Rao Bahadur K.N. Dixit. Considering that the conch shell, which is typical of the Indus Valley civilization, which seems to have been in extensive use in the Indus cities, was obtained from the southeast coast of the Madras Presidency. At that time it was Madras Presidency. It would not be too much to hope that a thorough investigation of the area in the Tinnevelly district and the neighboring regions, such as the ancient seaport of Korkai, will one day lead to the discovery of some site which would contemporary with or even a little later than the Indus civilization. Can you imagine it? In 1935, 1935 ஆண்டு, in Madras University, the Director General of Archaeology makes the statement. And he says, it will thus be seen that the coastal regions of Peninsula, the greater portion of the Kathiawar, the valleys of the northwest frontier province, the bulk of Sindh and the Punjab, and at least the upper Doab, if not the whole of Gangetic Valley, and possibly the whole of Rajaputana, are the regions which are likely to have been comprised within the limits of the civilization. He goes further. Let me conclude. This is the conclusion remark of K.N. Dixit in 1935. He says, let me conclude by expressing the hope that in Madras, investigators will be found. He is not saying that archaeological sites will be found. He says that investigators will be found. அகழ்வாராய்ச்சியாளர்கள் அகழ்ந்தெடுக்கப்படுவார்கள். He says Madras investigators will be found who will have the honor of unearthing some antiquities proving the extension of this civilization further to the south, which I need hardly say will be very important result to achieve indeed. 1935. What a professional. Thank you, K.N. Dixit. Thank you, Kiladi. Thank you, Amarnath Ramakrishnan. He's here. Thank you, Sivanandam. Thank you, Uday Chandran. K.N. Dixit, 1935, in this very Madras in Chennai, he made this statement, you made it possible. And it was pointed out that I have used a metaphor of a rainforest metaphor in this book to narrate this particular journey of a civilization. I consciously did it. This idea came to my mind when I went to Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy to speak about idea of India. At that time, I made this statement, I built on that further. Normally, we use the metaphor melting pot. And newly, right now in America, people use this metaphor of the salad bowl. Melting pot metaphor is obviously metallic. Civilizations are not made in crucibles. Acculturation is not an alloy-making process. It is a give and take. It is coexistence. Salad bowl is a post-harvest product. It is product of convenience. It places things equally, yet picks the things carefully. The equity within the salad bowl is not organic. The equity within the salad bowl is not organic, yet it is a powerful articulation, much better than the so-called melting pot. But I am not happy about both. But rainforest is a different ball game. It is real and rooted in soil. Each layer from the ground to the canopy represents a distinct mini ecosystem that coexists in harmonious balance. Coexistence is a way of life. It is a utilitarian. It is pragmatic. Plurality in rainforest is not a frill, but its existential core. The Indian culture, the Indian civilization is not a melting pot. People who are familiar with the tribal India will understand this better. Indus civilization and Sangam text bear the characteristic features of the rainforest metaphorically. And it is the rainforest spirit that represents the pluralism of the Indian subcontinent. It was the case with its past, its present, and optimistically its future as well. உருகும் பானை பன்மையை உருக்கி ஒன்றாக்கி உருவமைக்கும் இடம். உருகும் பானை பன்மையை உருக்கி ஒன்றாக்கி உருவமைக்கும் இடம். ஒரு வகையில் ஒன்றான அனைத்தையுமே உருக்குலைக்கும் களம். ஒன்றான அனைத்தையுமே உருக்குலைக்கும் களம். உருகும் பானை கலந்தவைக்கு மெருகூட்டுகிறது. உருகும் பானை கலந்தவைக்கு மெருகூட்டுகிறது, வலிமையூட்டுகிறது. ஆனாலும் அதில் காணாமல் போன தனித்துவங்கள் தவித்து அழுகின்றன, கண்ணில் படாமல் காதிலும் விழாமல். சாலட் கிண்ணத்தில், இன் சாலட் போல், சாலட் கிண்ணத்தில் பலவண்ண பழங்களும் பலவண்ண காய்களும் இருக்கின்றன. ஆனாலும் அவை அனைத்தும் தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்டவை. என்னதான் இருந்தாலும் கிண்ணம் கிண்ணம்தான். என்னதான் இருந்தாலும் கிண்ணம் கிண்ணம்தான். கிண்ணங்கள் ஒருபோதும் நிலமும் பொழுதுமாய் நிற்பதில்லை. சாலட் அறுவடையின் பின்வளைவு, வேறுபிடித்து நிற்கும் ஒரு கரிம அனுபவம் அல்ல. சாலட் அறுவடையின் பின்விளைவு, வேறுபிடித்து நிற்கும் ஒரு கரிம அனுபவம் அல்ல. இந்திய பண்பாடு ஒரு மலைக்காடு. மலைக்காடு மண்ணில் முளைப்பது, மண்ணில் செழிப்பது, மண்ணில் நிலைப்பது. தரையில் இருந்து கூரை வரை இன்னும் அதையும் தாண்டி அடுக்கடுக்காய் நின்றாலும் ஒவ்வொரு அடுக்கிலும் கணக்கு வழக்கற்ற அடுக்குகள் இருக்கின்றன. அதுவே ஒவ்வொரு அடுக்கிலும் கணக்கு வழக்கற்ற கலந்துரையும் சூழியலின் சூதுவாதற்ற நிதானம். மலைக்காடு ஒரு நடைமுறை யதார்த்தம். கலந்து உரைதல் என்பது மலைக்காட்டின் மேடை மொழி அல்ல. கலந்து உரைதல் என்பது மலைக்காட்டின் மேடை மொழி அல்ல, வாழ்வியலின் சாரம். அதுவே திணைக்கோட்டிற்கான திறவுகோல் ஆதாரம். மலைக்காடு சிந்துவை போல், சங்க இலக்கியம் போல், தூரக் கணக்குகளுக்கும் காலக்கணக்குகளுக்கும் அவ்வளவு எளிதாக துளங்காத தொன்மத்தின் தொடர்ச்சியின் சாட்சியம். இதுதான் இந்த புத்தகம் சொல்ல விரும்புகிற ஒரு செய்தி. இதுதான் இந்த புத்தகம் உங்கள் முன்னால் வைக்க விரும்புகிற ஒரு செய்தியாகும். நான் இந்த உரையை முடிப்பதற்கு முன்னால் இந்த புத்தகத்திற்கு நன்றி சொல்வதற்கு வார்த்தை இல்லை. நான் இந்த மேடையில் இருந்து நினைத்து பார்க்கிறேன். மை பேரண்ட்ஸ், எனது பெற்றோர்கள், who allowed me to take an unbeaten path to become a student of Tamil literature despite warnings that I would be unemployed forever. But luckily I was not unemployed for not even a day. I had a job as a journalist even before my results were out. And the Indian Administrative Service exam was the only examination I allowed myself to write, and that in first attempt. Particularly my father, who planted reading habit in me. இந்த தமிழ் மாணவன் என்ற பெருமிதம் எனக்குள் இன்று வரை நான் ஒரு ஒற்றை அடையாளமாக ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு இருப்பதற்கு எனது பெற்றோர்கள் என்னை தமிழ் படிக்க அனுமதித்தார்கள் என்பது மிக முக்கியமாகும். My teachers, particularly my Tamil teachers, புலவர் சோமநாதன், ப்ரொஃபசர் லேட் தமிழ் குடிமகன், ஒவ்வொரு மேடையிலும் தமிழ்நாட்டில் அவர் சொல்வார், பாலகிருஷ்ணன் எனது மாணவன் ஒரிசாவில் வேலை பார்க்கிறான் என்று. Professor Santa, who taught me journalism. My mentors, V.I. Subramaniam, the first Vice Chancellor of Tanjavur Tamil University. Long back in the early 2000s, he came to Orissa for a seminar. He told me that I want to come to your home. Sir, I wanted to invite you home. Before I told, he came to our house. We had a breakfast. I never met him prior to that. He told me that you must write in international journals. And I don't know how he predicted that I may fall ill. But he told my wife, take care of him. He is very important. Make him to write, he said. And then because since he had told me, long back in 1988 self, my wife had asked me to quit civil services and become a full-time scholar, thinking that I would be more happy than searching. But then I wanted to do both. And V.I. Subramaniam and Airavada Mahadevan, these two mentors I am thinking and I am recalling gratefully. Team JOC, Journey of Civilization, from different spots of the world. I just can't narrate. And the kind of volunteerism, the kind of efforts, the kind of meticulous, the Sundar and the team and the geographical information system flowing from Orissa and Subhadarshi Mishra and the different curators of the different libraries and museum and different parts of the world, it's been a great team effort. I really appreciate the gesture of Sudarshan Patnaik. One day about 2 years back before Nattukural in 2016 we did it. He just surprised me that by putting a Thiruvalluvar Manal Sirpam in Puri coastal, the Bay of Bengal in the Puri beach, and he sent me in a WhatsApp, sir, this is your Thiruvalluvar. Then we got an idea and we brought Thiruvalluvar in the Chennai Kadarkarai, and the Voice of Valluvar family, of which I am a member, brought the Manal Sirpam done for Thiruvalluvar by Sudarshan Patnaik to Visakhapatnam, Chennai, Thiruvananthapuram, Goa and other places. We have a plan to put it up in all the coast of the world one day. My friends and colleagues, they have been the pillars of my support. And even today there will be suddenly another friend of mine whom I know for last 25 years, Madhav Panda. Again, both of them are Padam Sris, and they are so simple and humble. And then Padam Sri, Madhav Panda, few days back, contacted me and then wanted to do a small short film on this book, and he has done it. Actually, we will be thinking, thank you very much, Sudarshan Patnaik and Madhav Panda, my friends and colleagues and my relatives. The chief guest, Justice Mahadevan, Gopalasamy sir, and Tony Jessup, Cherry and Professor Rajan, Uday Chandran, and above all, my wife Sujata, my daughters Rupavardhini, Yendra Ovia, and Smriti. Thank you very much. Let me conclude. Tamile, Thaye Tamile, Thirumunaiku Appal, Uru Thisayariya Chiruvane ni, Thirumunaiku Appal, Uru Thisayariya Chiruvane ni, Iruduruvam Pathuvara Yen Panithai. Thirumunaiku Appal, Uru Thisayariya Chiruvane ni, Iruduruvam Pathuvara Yen Panithai. Thurathil Central, தொலைந்து விடுவேன் என்று ஓரத்தில் நின்று உறக்கம் முறையிட்டேன். தூரத்தில் சென்றால் தொலைந்து விடுவேன் என்று ஓரத்தில் நின்று உறக்கம் முறையிட்டேன். அழுது புரண்டாலும் ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் செய்தாலும் அழகே தமிழே உன் ஆணை மாறவில்லை. சென்ற இடம் பல நூறு திசையெல்லாம் உன் பாதை. சென்ற இடம் பல நூறு திசையெல்லாம் உன் பாதை. பார்த்து வரத்தானா பணித்து விட்டாய் என்னை. சென்ற இடம் பல நூறு திசையெல்லாம் உன் பாதை. பார்த்து வரத்தானா பணித்து விட்டாய் என்னை. சிந்துவெளி மண்ணுக்குள் முணுமுணுத்த தமிழோசை முந்தியந்தன் காதுகளை முட்டியதேன் தாயே. சிந்துவெளி மண்ணுக்குள் முணுமுணுத்த தமிழோசை முந்தியந்தன் காதுகளை முட்டியதேன் தாயே. கோரிக்கை வைக்காமல் கொடுப்பது உன் கோரிக்கை, கோரிக்கை வைக்காமல் கொடுப்பது உன் கோரிக்கை, ஏனென்று தெரியாமல் நடப்பது என் வாடிக்கை. வணக்கம், அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி.